Have you got the American passport now?
Yes.
Well, you can stop her then.
Here you go. I love illegal immigrants. Yeah, sue me now.
Like, you can call ICE, and if you give up an illegal immigrant, they'll give you like $1,000. I called them right before this show.
These are 10 times comedians shut down illegal migrants, starting when Jimmy gives advice on blending in, and the joke turns into a political lesson on borders.
Any advice for immigrants? Try and blend in.
Jimmy drops balkanization on the crowd, and one guy's face says he has no idea what that means.
And I kind of mean that as a joke, and I literally fucking mean that. I think everyone is in favor of multiculturalism. Everyone loves the idea of multiculturalism, but no one likes the idea of balkanization.
The explanation turns into a history lesson that's about to get much more direct about immigration.
One woman's impressed with her knowledge of the term balkanization. I'll explain to this guy.
Jimmy breaks down the logic of high agency people, but the real punchline is about who polices the borders.
Well, like, you don't want people to come and bring their country here. You want people to come because they want to be part of this, right? It's an amazing place. And you're founded on that. You're founded by very high agency people. Think about fucking 100 years ago getting on a boat somewhere.
The political take lands heavy, so Jimmy pivots to crowd work to lighten the mood before it gets too tense.
Or coming over a thing, we should fucking welcome people here, but they've got a fucking, yeah, we'll be all right. It's a big hot topic here, fucking hell. But it's what happens. If reasonable people won't police your borders, then unreasonable people will.
That accent isn't adding up for someone claiming to be British, and Jimmy is about to call his bluff.
It's not a rally. I'm not trying to get your votes. Fuck it.
What advice you got for American wife? Because I'm British.
You've got an American wife. What?
I'm British.
You're British? No.
30 years in America says otherwise, and the verdict on his real identity is coming down fast.
I've only heard 4 words come out. Well, how long have you been here, sir?
Since 1995.
Since 1995. You're not British anymore.
The melting pot callback seals the roast, but the passport question is about to land the final blow.
The fuck are you talking about? This place is a melting pot, and you, my friend, have been melted. No, good on you. Fucking enjoy it. Have you got the American passport now?
Yes.
Well, you can stop fucking her then.
Jimmy shut down the debate with logic, but Ricky Gervais is about to go full woke to show just how chaotic the border really is.
Here you go. I love illegal immigrants. Yeah, sue me now. Sometimes I go down to Dover for the day, right? And I look out, right? I look for a boat, and I see a dinghy with about 60...
The women and children line doesn't match reality, and now Ricky's taking his search to the streets to find more.
A boat, and I see a dinghy with about 60 of them, and I go over here like that, right? And I pull them into shore, and I go, women and children first. They go, there are no women and children. Just you lads, is it? Just, come on, lads. Come on, lads.
Finding a migrant is the easy part, but the destination is going to ruffle some celebrity feathers.
If I go down there one day and there's no boat, I am absolutely gutted. I just sort of wander into town and I stand by the traffic lights and I wait for a big lorry to pull up, right?
Ricky directs the problem straight to the people advocating for it, and the satirical shutdown lands perfectly.
And I look underneath and there's a lad sort of clutching like that. And I go, where you headed? And he goes, Gary Lineker's house. I go, it's just down there.
Ricky sent them to Gary Lineker's house, but Gianmarco Soresi finds one right in the front row, and the crowd's reaction is about to get tested.
What sucks about Tampa? Tell me.
Yeah, it's overcrowded.
Too many people are moving here. Is that true, or are some of these people here right now? You're like, oh, I just got here. What the fuck? Oh, I thought the South was supposed to be friendly. What the hell?
Gianmarco sets a trap about overcrowding, and the crowd walks right into it without seeing the pivot coming.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. Who knew you wouldn't be pro-immigration here?
The mood flips instantly, and the crowd realizes they just complained about a brand new citizen.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, forgive me. That's a very exciting announcement. Half these people just said, get the f*** out of Tampa.
He calls out the hypocrisy immediately, and the guilt trip is just getting started.
And then the moment you made it personal, we're like, yay! Another one! You fucking liars! That's the whole fucking thing! It's a real human being! I want you to remember that moment for the rest of your goddamn lives.
Gianmarco weaponizes the moment to shame them, but he's pivoting to the new guy's backstory.
Where were you before?
Russia, then Canada, then here.
Wow. And so you like this more than Canada?
Me? Yeah, sure.
The journey from Russia sets up a question about American patriotism that's harder than it looks.
Was that the whole test? They were like, all right, question number 1. You like here more than Canada? Oh yeah, sure, yeah. What did you have to do? What was the test?
He mocks the process, but the real test is about to fall on the guy who complained earlier.
A bunch of questions that a lot of us would not know the answer to.
Okay. Okay, who was the guy that earlier when it was said Tampa, someone said, get the f*** out? Yeah? What's your name? Mike. Okay. Mike, can you play ball with me for a second? Okay, Mike. Tell me one of the questions, and we want to see if Mike's gonna get it.
Your U.S. representative for where you live, specifically.
The civics question lands hard, and Mike's confidence is vanishing before he even answers.
Real quick, how many of these do you have to get right to pass?
There's 100 questions you have to memorize. They're going to ask you 10. You have to know up to 6.
The rules are simple, but the penalty for failing is going to be personal.
They're only going to ask you 10 out of 100.
Okay, so Mike, you're already down 1. If you lose 3 more, you have to go to Russia.
Gianmarco executes a status flip that effectively deports the local to Russia. Gianmarco tried to swap their citizenships, but Carlos Mencia is about to prove that rednecks and illegal immigrants are actually the same person.
That is what I call unity, not separation. But that's why people don't get it. Illegal immigrants and rednecks are the same fucking person. They just don't know it because there's a language barrier. See, some of you are skeptical. That's my point.
Carlos claims the language barrier is the only thing separating them, and the icebreaker is about to get personal.
See, a fucking redneck needs to just break the ice, walk up to a mojalo and go, hey, come here, man. I saw this fucker named Carlos Mencia, and he told me that you and me are the same goddamn person, and I don't believe that bullshit.
The meeting starts rough, but Carlos is determined to put the theory to a mano test.
But he said all kind of other shit that made sense, so I'm gonna put it to the test with you right here, mano a mano. I'm gonna tell you about me, you're gonna respond in kind, and we're gonna figure this shit out together, okay? Let's see if we're the same, some bullshit. First of all, I speak English with an accent.
The comparison starts with accents, and the similarities are already stacking up.
Me too. I was born in the South. Me too!
Geography aligns perfectly, but the visual evidence is about to get even stronger.
I drive a pickup truck. Get the fuck out of here! Look at my pointy boots. Look at my pointy boots!
The fashion choices match, but the next comparison goes way too deep into the family tree.
One time, I f***ed my cousin. Yeah, I cousin one time too. It was a quinceañera, everybody knew, nobody told us, they were laughing, shit happens, and the baby came out a little chueco, but that happens, it's okay.
The family secrets are out, but the redneck thinks he's finally found a difference with the next point.
In Spanish, they say, a la prima se le arrima, so it's okay, it happens, it happens. Well, here's one you ain't gonna understand.
Carlos pivots to politics for the final test, and the flag debate is about to backfire.
Every once in a while, where I come from, I put a Confederate flag on the side of my truck and I drive around to remind everybody that I don't give a fuck what it is today. This used to be the Confederate South. But that's one you wouldn't understand, would you, Pedro?
The Confederate argument lands, but the history lesson works both ways, and the rebuttal is ready.
You are so mistaken. I know exactly how you feel. You see, where I live in America, every once in a while, I put a Mexican flag on the side of my truck and I drive around, to remind everybody that I don't give a fuck what it is today. This used to be Mexico. So I guess we are both losers.
Carlos drops the historical verdict, proving that sometimes being right just means you're both losers. Carlos proved they're the same person, but Andrew Schulz found the one tongue twister that separates Latinos from everyone else.
Fort Lauderdale! White people really tried to make a Miami without Latinos, huh? Now, don't get me wrong. Latinos are incredibly impressive people. We got some Latinos here tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Can do fucking anything.
Andrew spots the city's attempt to segregate the vibe, but he sets up a compliment that's about to turn into a roast.
Escape tyrannical regimes, come to this country, start your own businesses, take care of your families.
He builds them up as the ultimate survivors, but the praise is just misdirection for the one thing they can't conquer.
There's only one thing you cannot do, and that is pronounce Fort Lauderdale. That's the only thing that is impossible for a Latino to do. If you want to stop immigration in this country today, make that the one question on the test. Say Fort Lauderdale. Falalala. Falalala.
The immigration test gets updated to a single impossible phrase, and the pronunciation struggle is real.
For Labrador. For Labrador. Fuck it, send me back. I go back. I don't care. I don't want to be here no more. I don't want to be. I go to Aventura. Can I go to Aventura? I can pronounce that.
The phonetic breakdown ends in defeat, and the retreat to Aventura is the only option left.
I can pronounce Aventura, but I can't pronounce this Falalala. White people, only place y'all fucked up is you built a casino. It's a musical instrument. That's a fucking bat signal for Latinos. They see that shit in the distance. They're like, oh, it's a party. I think it's a party.
The city tried to keep them out, but they built a giant musical beacon that serves as a literal bat signal.
Okay, grab the coca. It's a party. You want to keep Latinos away, you got to make it out of something they're afraid of, like a condom. It's...
The attraction is too strong, so Andrew proposes a structural deterrent that implies no party is happening inside.
I'm not going in there. I never done that before. I'm not starting now. I ain't afraid of pussy. That guy's laugh is crazy. That guy's on fentanyl for sure, dude. That was a fent laugh, dude. That was a big time fent laugh.
A bizarre laugh interrupts the flow, and Andrew's diagnosis is immediate and chemical.
He's laughing a joke from 15 minutes ago. He's on a different dimension. Where is he? Raise your fucking hand. He's Cuban? Oh, he's Cuban. All right, that makes sense.
The medical diagnosis shifts to a cultural one, and being Cuban explains the delayed reaction perfectly.
Cubans are the most confident people on the fucking planet. Cubans are so confident, you just start to believe whatever they say. Cubans believe they invented the ham sandwich.
Andrew pivots to the psychology of Cuban confidence, starting with their claim on a basic lunch item.
This is a Cuban sandwich. Let me say, it's so different. It's bread, cheese, ham, bread. Nobody ever did this before. Only Cuban can do this. Only Cuban can put bread, the cheese, the ham, and a sandwich.
The invention claim defies logic, but the confidence sells it anyway, until Andrew checks the ingredients.
Cubans, what's in a Cuban sandwich? They go, okay, let me tell you, a Swiss cheese, Jewish pickle, French mustard, white bread. See, totally Cuban. Everything Cuban about this sandwich.
The global ingredient list proves the lie, but the branding remains untouchable. Andrew broke down the Cuban sandwich, but Ralph Barbosa is pivoting to the president, who didn't waste a second.
I don't care who you vote for, like left, right, you know. It's just crazy to me that Trump, like, he got right to it. He wasn't even playing around. I thought we were gonna get like a month head start at least, you know.
Ralph Barbosa compares the deportation timeline to a guy who refuses to relax after work.
I didn't think he was gonna get it right. He was like, yo, as soon as I get in office, I'm getting rid of the immigrants. But I didn't think he was gonna do it like right away. You know, like when you get home and you're pulling into your driveway and you're thinking about everything you gotta do. You're like, yo, I gotta put in a load of laundry, take out the trash, clean up the kitchen a little bit.
The procrastination analogy hits home because nobody does the hard chores first.
But you don't do it all like right away. You put on Netflix, you heat up a meal, you do things in between, you know, you take little breaks. But
most people need a Netflix buffer, but this administration decided to binge watch deportations instead.
But Trump, he didn't watch no Netflix, bro. He got right to it. Everybody on the internet, they've been making fun of this one dude. I don't know if y'all seen that picture.
The chill session never happened, and the viral photo of the guy in the MAGA shirt is about to get analyzed.
It's a Mexican dude wearing a Latinos for Trump shirt, and he's being arrested by ICE. And everybody in the comments was like, that's what you get. That's what you get for supporting Trump.
The internet calls it poetic justice, but Ralph suspects it was actually a sophisticated survival strategy.
But I don't think he was really a Trump supporter. I think he was just like incognito. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like when Bugs Bunny dresses up like a woman, like he went that way, like.
It wasn't political support. It was a cartoon-level disguise that failed miserably.
I think this man just knew that any day now ICE would pull up to his job, so he wore the shirt and so that he could be like, what do you mean? Come on, it's me, baby, come on. I was at the rally, you remember, come on.
The shirt was supposed to be his alibi, but the performance didn't fool anyone.
I recommend everybody should wear those. I can't tell you apart, you know. I don't know if this is true, but I heard a rumor that there's like an ICE hotline.
Confusion is the new defense, but that rumor about a cash reward is about to turn the crowd against each other.
Like you can call ICE, and if you give up an illegal immigrant, they'll give you like $1,000. I called them right before this show.
Ralph was snitching for cash, but Pat Bircher is flaunting the one piece of plastic that makes him untouchable.
I'm from Canada, but I live here now and I have a green card, so I don't need any of you. Yeah, and I got my green card off the back of my comedic accolades, so if you guys don't find me funny.
Pat flaunts his papers, and he's about to tell the crowd why their opinion is legally irrelevant.
I don't give a fuck, because your government does. That's right, government certified funny. You know your government that goes all over the world ruining everything? Yeah, they took a teeny tiny break to give this clown a card.
The US government isn't known for its sense of humor, but they apparently made an exception for this specific clown.
Like, here you go, distract our populace. Deal. You know, but it's weird because you get here and there's people from here telling other people from here to go back where they're from.
He accepts his role as a distraction, but the observation about locals attacking locals hits a bit deeper.
And they're both from here. But I have a sneaking suspicion that people that say stuff like that, you know, people like, go back where you're from, aren't good enough at their jobs.
The anti-immigrant crowd thinks they're protecting jobs, but Pat suspects they couldn't even keep them on merit.
That if they got kicked out, had to reapply to get back in, probably wouldn't. Right? And that's why I think every 10 years, everyone should get kicked out and everyone should have to reapply.
The solution is a national reality show, and most citizens are about to fail the audition.
Yeah, and we could call it America's Only Got Fucking Talent now. Get rid of the dead weight. Get rid of the losers. Where do you put them? International waters.
Pat's deportation plan involves the open ocean, and the logistics are getting dark fast.
You just huck them into international waters with their 23andMe results. You go have fun swimming back wherever the fuck you're from. And here's a 30-day trial to Duolingo.
The survival kit includes ancestry results and an app, but that swim back is going to be rough.
Oh. Figure it out, you fucking bozos. Do you guys like stand-up comedy? Then fucking act like it.
Pat wants to deport people based on talent, but Chad Daniels found the perfect test subject standing in line at a subway.
Listen, we invented the phrase learn our language. Are you serious? That's only intent, is to make fun of someone for speaking differently. Have you ever heard the people saying learn our language? Not the best Americans. I wouldn't want them being the mascot.
Chad deconstructs the catchphrase, and he's not impressed with the quality of the people who actually use it.
I saw a guy walk into a Subway sandwich shop, Hispanic guy behind the counter, and this guy hits the door like it hit him first. He was furious. Just boom, ka-clang, clang, clang. Sandwich!
The entry is aggressive, but the order that comes out is barely recognizable as human speech.
I thought we were being robbed. I'm not kidding you. I thought I was going to get shot in the face during a robbery because I didn't understand what was going on. And the guy behind the counter, the Hispanic guy, he said exactly what I was thinking.
Chad's ready to duck for cover, but the employee is just trying to decipher the noise coming from the customer.
What? And then the guy goes, ham sandwich. And I was like, oh, ham sandwich. Thank God we're not getting robbed. And the guy goes, what kind of bread can I get for you? Honey! Was the noise that came out of that guy's face.
The translation requires a Rosetta Stone, but the worker decodes the mumble instantly while Chad is still lost.
My head was spinning. I thought we were getting robbed again. But the guy behind the counter figured out he wanted honey oat. English is my first language. Do you understand what I'm telling you? And it was not his, and he figured that out.
English is Chad's first language, yet he's the one standing there needing subtitles for a sandwich order.
Then he goes, can I get you anything else? And the guy goes, you can learn our language. Well, you fucking first. You pile of shit. Did you get stung in the tongue by a bumblebee?
The irony is thick enough to choke on, and Chad's about to snap back on behalf of the English language.
Spit out your gum and order like a grown-up, please. People say there's an illegal immigration problem in this country. I will tell you, I don't have any of the answers. I also will tell you that we're full.
Chad pivots to the "we're full" argument, but he's redefining who's actually taking up the valuable space.
Right. Because people get to live here and not do anything just because their parents fucked in Nebraska. Right? If you're born here, you just get to live here and not do anything. You can just be a piece of shit and yell stuff like, sandwich! But there are people that were born somewhere else that are way better and speak 8 languages, and English is their 8th language, and they can say sandwich. But they don't get to come here because we're full. I think we should let those people come here.
The meritocracy is broken, and Chad's proposing a 1-for-1 swap to fix the roster.
Look around for a week and then challenge someone to their citizenship. I think that would be awesome.
The Challenge Your Citizenship reality show is the solution we need, trading lazy locals for global all-stars. Chad wanted to swap citizenships based on sandwich orders, but Robert Mack has a plan that involves redrawing the entire map.
Immigration is actually 2 problems. 1, we got a bunch of people who want to be in our country because we're number 1. And B stands for border. We have a border that's too long to protect. Have you looked at a map recently? It's a 2,000-mile dotted line. Well,
Robert attacks the problem with a map and a literal interpretation of why dotted lines don't work.
No wonder so many people are getting through. It's a dotted line that's 2,000 miles long. Hola. Do you know how long the Panama Canal is? Probably not. It's only 10 miles. See, I told you.
The logic is undeniable. Dotted lines leak, but he's found a much shorter choke point to defend.
I happen to know a lot of stuff. Now, the other day, after bath time, my mom, Pat, came down to the basement. But she knocked first, which is our new rule. And we were watching the news from Washington, and
The geopolitical strategy session gets interrupted by the reality of his living situation with Mom.
she said I should share my great ideas with the White House because I'm a problem thinker and I've got the doctor's note to prove it, but I didn't come here tonight to talk about Pat because she's not the boss of me right now.
His problem thinker diagnosis sounds official, even if the doctor definitely meant something else.
I came here to tell you that when we issue my shorter border order, immigration won't be a problem anymore. It's simple. We move the border to the Panama Canal, which is short and very secure, what with all those locks, and
the shorter border order is revealed, and it involves a massive annexation for the sake of efficiency.
Then we take over all the countries between here and there. Panama, Mexico, all the other ones.
It's not an invasion, it's just a very aggressive rezoning of the entire continent.
So, all the people who want to come here to America won't have to come here because they'll already be here, except down there where they are already. But now they'll be paying taxes to Uncle Sam instead of Uncle Tio or whoever. I don't know which one of their relatives is in charge of that.
The immigration paradox solves itself if you just make everyone American by default and tax them for it.
But we'll make a bunch of money in taxes and the border will be shorter and easier to keep in order. You're totally welcome.
Robert closes the case on the border crisis, and the hemisphere is officially fixed. Robert Mack wanted to move the border south, but Roy Wood Jr. thinks the real problem is forcing people to speak a language nobody uses anyway.
Here's the problem with immigration. Like, first and foremost, you shouldn't have to learn the language of the place you choose to live. I think that's highly overrated. Talking to people is a stressful experience.
Roy argues that learning the language is a waste of time, mostly because talking to people is the worst part of living here.
And it's better when you don't understand. It's better. I try to fake it every day. I try to fake not understanding strangers. I don't want to talk. Hey, do you know which way to go?
Ignorance is bliss, and Roy admits he's faking a language barrier just to avoid basic human interaction.
Because here's the thing, we demand that people learn the language. That's what they say. You need to learn the language. If you're gonna live here, you need to learn the language. Learn the language, why? To talk to who? All we do is ignore each other. All social media has done is made us less social.
We demand they learn English just so we can ignore them more accurately in person.
You want to talk to people and they should learn the language. When you walk every day, you walk past fluent speaking people who speak the same language as you and you don't say a damn thing to them. Because you'd rather mind your damn business. That's how we live now.
The logic falls apart when you realize we already treat fluent speakers like invisible obstacles.
People get on the elevator. Do you talk to them? No. You can't even make friends for 11 seconds. 11 seconds. That's all you have to do is fake being interested in another human being, and you can't do it. You press your button and you stare at the wall like a drone.
The elevator test proves nobody wants to chat, and 11 seconds of silence is the American standard.
So why should we put that burden on immigrants? Why should immigrants have to learn the language? As soon as they learn the language, ain't nobody gonna talk to their ass. They gonna get on the elevator and go, hello, I know the language. Shut your ass up and hit the button. Doesn't make sense.
Integrating immigrants means teaching them to stare at the wall and shut up like a true local.
But here's the problem to me. I feel like the only people who should have to learn the language is if you work a job that's life or death.
Roy finds the one exception where language actually matters, and it's strictly a survival issue.
And that's where the problem lies in immigration for me. I have a foreign doctor. He's fluent in English, which is beautiful. The dude, fluent, does his job beautifully. But the problem in America is that they teach people English, but they never teach them proper inflection.
His doctor nailed the vocabulary, but the tone of voice is about to cause a medical emergency.
I got a doctor that gives me bad news in a good news tone, and it's stressful. because he never learned how to properly say bad stuff. My doctor come in, yes, we are looking at your blood work.
The delivery sounds like a party invitation, but the diagnosis is definitely not a celebration.
There are abnormalities with the cholesterol. If you're not careful, heart attack. I go, wait a minute. That's not how you say heart attack. That is not how you say heart attack. Heart attack is not a tiptoe word.
Heart attack shouldn't sound that casual, and Roy's checking the doctor's vocal settings.
Heart attack is a downhill. There's only 3 or 4 tiptoe words in the English language as it is. It's woo-wee and damn and yeah, like that's it. Heart attack is not
Isn't on the
one
list.
of them.
If you enjoyed this video, don't miss the one playing on your screen now.